let's be real. Dating today can be a mess. But what if you had the right questions to skip the games and actually build something real? That's what we're going to talk about today. Questions to help you create real connection instead of wasting time with the wrong person. And today I got a very special guest today. My peoples, my cousin Jamal.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for being on the show today.
Yes, sir.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself, Mr. Man of Many Hats,
Yeah.
as I get our wine popping.
Yes. So I'm a actor, model, singer. I do it all, honestly. I'm on Amazon Prime. I'm on
Okay.
on Netflix. You know what I mean? I got to mix some of myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm striving. I'm doing a good job at it, and I'm gonna keep on doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. So y'all remember that little knife I was telling y'all about on the wine? That little knife.
Hey, lay it out. Okay, then.
It's to give it that little clean cut. I talked about it on one of my other episodes.
Yes,
Whatever.
sir.
But
And what we got here today?
so today since you said you like red,
Yes, sir.
this is the Petite Syrah.
Okay, then.
One of my favorite reds for sure. This brand is new to me. I got it for Christmas. I think my sister or my stepdad and mom got it for me. I
Yes,
can't
sir.
remember who. They know I'm a lush, so they got me a bunch of wine from my bar.
You already know I know.
But this is a odd lot brand.
Okay, then. I like that. Okay, I like that.
Petite Syrah.
Sir, I appreciate it, cuz.
I appreciate you coming on the show. So
Yes, sir.
I want to start off with my question that I ask everyone when they come on the show.
Mhm.
How do you date?
Mm.
And when I say how do you date, I mean from the point of getting a woman's number
Mhm.
to the point of saying, we go together, you're my girlfriend.
Mm.
Like, what is your
Mm.
processes,
Mm.
um, tests,
Yeah.
conclusions,
Yes,
or
sir.
things that you look out for a
Absolutely.
specific woman to let you know, like, yeah, I'm gonna take it to this next level.
Yes. Let me get a sip of this real quick. So for me, I'm a very simple man, really. When I like something, I go for it. I go get it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But for me, I take my time. I don't like to rush into things because I notice, rush into it, things tend not to play out that well.
Okay.
So for me, I try to get to know you first. I don't like to rush relationships. I can take my time and get into it. One time I rushed a relationship, I know you like that, don't you?
This is good.
It's nice, ain't it?
I ain't never had it. It's like, oh, you like it?
Yeah, it is. It's get that aftertaste,
Uh-huh.
a little dry, but not too dry.
Right. It's like a buttery
Buttery.
aftertaste.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But
Buttery aftertaste.
what I was saying was, I want to get to know you first, know the person you are, and see if we kind of connect.
Right.
And in terms of red flags, it's like if we're not vibing and we're not connecting here, and I'm talking about mentally, it's not gonna work for me.
Mm.
So for me, I go on a couple wine dates, stuff like this.
Okay.
I don't do stuff like movies, not on the first date.
Mm-mm.
We need to talk. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how I roll in that case. And I noticed that when I used to date, I used to do stuff like that. And over time, as I started doing stuff like wine tasting, wine and dines, dinner, I'm a dinner kind of man. Fancy restaurants, 52 seasons, fed after that, a couple steaks.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I wine and dine. And then if we can vibe after that, we'll see. That's kind of how I roll.
Okay. So you go on some dates.
Yeah.
Um, she makes it past that initial kind of attraction and all that one stuff. Now you guys are whatever. What's your next level from getting to know them? Our vibe is cool. That's great. Now what?
I'm glad you said that. So for me, I'm a man who likes to do physical things, physical activities such as bowling, pool. I got a funny story about doing that too. I'm gonna figure that in a minute. I need to see how we are like physically. I need to see the physical touch.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need to see how we connect, and not on the mental, but also the physical,
Right.
because that all plays a part.
Right.
So we playing pool, we battle, we touching and everything else. I'm like, okay, I get her, she gets me. Does she understand my character, as in who I am,
Right.
the way I communicate? When I'm funny, did she get my jokes, and vice versa? Also, the small things, the personality.
Cool. So she makes it past that.
Mm-hmm.
She gets you all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what things do you do or have in mind for people to like okay, she gets me,
Mm-hmm.
our vibe is
Mhm.
it's everything. Like she cool, she funny.
Mm-hmm.
after that, are there certain things or characteristics where you're like, okay, then after that, I make sure she ain't no hoe.
Mhm.
I take her to the, you know what I mean? Like, do you do anything? What happens after that?
Okay, I'm glad you say that because I've noticed it's like I want my boys to see who I'm messing with.
Uh,
Like, well, you know what I mean? Make sure you ain't talk to her and then
okay.
I want to be very exclusive. So yes, I do. I do. We all do tests. Let's be honest.
Uh,
We all do red flags, green flags. We all got them, you know.
uh,
And I do like to take my girl out in the public just so I can see the interaction
all
in
right.
terms of what is she into, the people that she know, because you all know that who you chill with kind of is a reflection of you.
Uh-huh.
So I try to make sure that she's a good person as well in terms she hang around a good crowd.
Right, right, right.
So yeah, it's one of those things that I take very personally because who I rock with is very cool people and we're very, down low. We're not out there doing too much crazy stuff.
Right, right.
And I want my woman to be the same way.
Okay. So boom, now she makes it past that.
Mhm.
And
Get some of this right here.
what makes her what makes you be like, all right, we go together now.
Mm,
You are my woman.
okay. So everybody's different. It can be 1 date, 2 date, 3 dates. You know when you know.
You know when you know.
Oh, well, you know that.
Oh, but you know, for sure.
Look, that's the praise of the day. And I feel like this. It's like sometimes for me, it takes me a while. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Mhm.
just because I used to move fast.
So what's a while,
Mm, I'm not gonna lie.
literally speaking?
This might be so called a red flag to people. Uh, Maybe like 2 months. I'm not gonna lie to you.
2 months
Or to
for
be serious with it, to truly say, okay, we're in a relationship. See, we're
okay,
just
that's
like,
pretty quick.
it,
Granted, I'm not judging her. Mine be like a month. I was like, you know what I'm talking about. You should take time. So I know what took time for
and
you. Okay.
okay, I'm gonna say it like this too. Like if we're seeing each other every week, and I mean like every week, then okay, that's enough time for me to I get her vibe, she get my vibe. We
Right.
call in, we FaceTime,
Right, right.
the whole 9 yards. I feel like that's enough time to know. Okay, she cool,
Okay.
and I feel like the same for her too.
Right.
So it's kind of how No,
Okay.
no question. So for you, you said a 1 month.
Well, it's about the same.
Yeah, yeah.
But they know my favorite friends know me, and they would talk about how quick and how fast I move. So I definitely told myself that these next people that I date, I was gonna definitely take it a lot slower.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, from the time we start chit chatting until I make her my girlfriend, like we say we together, I honestly I want to stay going forward. I'm gonna make it like 5 months
Yeah. Okay.
type shit.
Okay. I feel like that's very mature and it's realistic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
And to go to the thing, it's one of the things I hate about the modern day dating. I hate the fact that we move too fast,
Right.
including me, because I'm a part of that too. I ain't just, you know what I mean? I'm part of that same thing, and I see the pros and the cons of both.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
So,
for sure. Okay, with that being said, because you talked about modern dating, I like that explanation. That's something I'm kind of gathering from each of my guests, like just how they date, just to kind of compare the notes with how I date and kind of get some pointers, I suppose, and some pros and cons, basically. So with that being said, what would you rate
mm,
your
mhm,
personal experience with dating? Cause with social media, it makes it seem like it's so as the pissy dating pool. It makes it seem like it's so bad.
mhm,
What would you rate your personal experience, 1 through 10, 10 being like, it's great. I don't have no problems.
mhm,
Ain't no girl told me that she ain't want to go to Cheesecake Factory, da da da. One being like, man, this shit's terrible out here. Like these women are XYZ, these
yeah.
people are XYZ. Like, what would you rate your personal dating out here,
Mm,
1 through 10?
okay. I would give myself, I would say 8. It's the reason why I say 8. I'm very upfront in terms of what I do. I know it's very good, ain't it? Because you got a good one with this one. I'm very upfront. I kind of let the women know what's going on with me. I don't know what's going on with them
Mhm.
because if you don't, things happen. Things tend to not to go the right way.
Right,
So if I tell them, okay, this is how my schedule works, this is how my life works, and if it can compatible with yours,
right.
we can make this work. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. And for me, I would say I'm quite decent at it, just because I used to don't not be upfront, and when I wasn't, and
Right.
things came up, it didn't turn out so well.
Right. So you would say like you're not running into women who have been like this, the
Okay.
social media rhetoric
Okay.
bullshit.
Okay, I admit, I run against those so-called high-value women that wants a man, not the Cheesecake Factory. They don't wanna have the regular essential dates. They wanna go out of town, the first heavy meetup and stuff like that. I have met those women, and for me, personally, that's a red flag.
Right.
I personally don't believe in that. I believe a little bit of time before we do that. You gotta slow down, man.
Never.
Slow down.
I have not ran into one of them yet.
I have.
That's crazy.
It's like, wait a minute, we're not boyfriend, girlfriend yet, but you're asking for the requirements of a boyfriend. No, not a boyfriend, but a husband. I'm not a
Right.
husband yet.
That's
You gotta
fair.
slow down. So these requirements sometimes get a little out of hand
Uh
sometimes.
huh.
And for me as a man, I feel like I shouldn't ask a woman for those things because I feel like it's unrealistic.
Right.
Sometimes the expectations get so unrealistic that we can't even obtain those things.
Right. Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
I try to make that very known in the beginning. Hey, baby, this was going on here. That's take it slow. That's not push it past the limits of what it's supposed to be.
Right.
You know?
All right. With that being said,
Yes, sir.
let's get to some icebreaker questions.
Okay, then.
So y'all know these are a bunch of questions from my book. Of course, I've altered them a little bit because they're a man and a man here. But I think that these are some great questions that women would like to hear men
Yeah.
either discuss or just answer. So
Okay.
that's what I did.
Cool.
So I'm gonna start it off with what's the most unexpected lesson dating has taught you?
The most unexpected lesson is to be patient with myself.
With yourself.
With myself.
Why you say that?
And the reason I say that because I think I expect so much out of myself that the other person should feel the same way.
Uh that's a good one.
So
I'm gonna up a step to that one.
so I really try to be patient with myself as it's not you. Just take your time. Be gracious. Be patient. Take your time. She take her time too.
Right.
Be gracious of her time. You know what I mean? But also, just move the way that you know that works for you. Don't not try to not be yourself. Truly be yourself.
Right.
Because if you could be yourself with somebody and they could be yourself with you, that is where the magic begins. That is where it truly begins.
That's what this fucking book talks
You know
about.
what I'm saying?
I be talking about that in the book. Being your true authentic self,
Yes.
you gonna win. That's crazy.
Yeah,
All right. What we
absolutely.
got, Bubba?
Because look, I gotta ask you this. This is the question I wanted to ask you personally. In terms of celebrities, whose dating situation as a celebrity do you like to model yourself after?
That's on there?
Yeah, it is.
What celebrity? I don't be in no celebrity shit.
Yeah.
I don't I don't be in no celebrity stuff. I don't let me know who married, who not. I mean, LeBron James, I ain't heard no scandals from
Yeah,
him
or
or his
yeah.
family. So I mean, I guess that's a good thing to model after. You know, someone who doesn't have any scandals, who's well known. I'm well known. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess if I had to know a celebrity or think of a celebrity, I would say LeBron James. Like I said, there ain't been no scandals or whatnot. But yeah, that was a good question.
Absolutely. I have somebody that I model myself after in terms of relationships. Somebody random. Zendaya.
Zendaya, who was that?
Zendaya. Spider-Man, Tom Holland, Spider-Man. You know Zendaya. Euphoria.
The girl.
The girl.
See, I don't be,
Y'all know Zendaya.
but didn't they just start dating or something?
They did.
You know what's so crazy? I think something on Twitter where it was like, dang, I know Zendaya was this black. And it was her and Spider-Man and at one of her family get togethers and they had goals in and they was Shelly, go, yeah. Okay, why her or what?
The reason her is, of course, she's dated a lot of people. You never hear about it. It's very, I can say this, very private,
Right.
very respectful. And when she pop out, she pop out.
Hmm.
When she breaks up, she breaks up. You don't hear about it. There's no chaos. There's no like getting online talking about, hey, she did this, she did all that. It's very what I call very civil, very private, very a professional relationship.
Okay.
If that's the best description to
Fine.
describe it. So yeah, she's fine.
All right. I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, like I said, don't be having me up here drinking like
Look, he ain't the only one, y'all.
they be knowing I be up here drinking like a fish. Let's go. What's a non-traditional way you've met someone and it actually worked out?
Okay. I've been a bartender once.
This is a bartender?
A bartender.
Hmm.
I worked at Hollister. I worked at IHOP. I worked at a lot of public service places. So one time as a hostess at a restaurant, a woman came in, talked to me. We hit it off real cool. And we was together for a little while. But I had no idea at a restaurant as the hostess,
All right.
you know what I mean? I'm spitting my game. I'm supposed to be sitting this woman down. I'm like, girl, well, put your number right here real quick. You know what I mean? I get your food too for you if you want it.
Hey, that's okay.
Look,
You know what's so crazy?
uh-huh.
It was only it was only one time being a bartender
Mhm,
where I did something similar to that. Like there was this one girl, her name Lex. That's my dog to this day, even though I love me some her. Chew is a fucking button.
I know.
And she ordered it like she seen me across the bar. She came all the way around to the bar to get a drink from me.
Mhm,
And it was you know that energy. I figured from there I'm like, God damn. And then I think she felt that energy, so she came over, she ordered a drink,
mhm,
and she had said something like, "How much of a tip should I give you?" or
mhm.
some shit she had said like that. And unexpectedly, I'm like, "Shit, don't put no tip right there, put your number right there."
Yeah.
And she were to like, "All right." And she put her number there, and I made sure I pulled that motherfucker up and I called her. We still cool to this day. We went to Vegas one time. Like we had a ball. Like that was the unexpected story for me. That's crazy.
Okay, let you go.
Well, me.
'Cause now, what is the person how does a high quality man define to you? What do you think that means? How do you define that for yourself and for men in general?
I hate that fucking high
I know.
quality man shit.
I hate that question too.
High quality woman shit so bad. Um, but if I would just have to describe a high quality man,
Mhm.
I would say it is a man of high integrity,
Mm.
um, high poise, high respect,
Yes, sir.
holds himself in high regard.
Yep.
Definitely has his stuff together.
Mhm,
Do I think high quality, high value man has to make six figures? No.
mhm.
I think he has to live within his means for sure.
Come on now.
Because a lot of people will be like, "Oh, I want a high value man," but they not even think about the disposable income.
Mhm,
Like somebody who making 60,000 a year
mhm,
with no student loans, hardly no debt, blah, 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 can have a lot more disposable income to fly
mhm.
you out or fly where going out. Oh, look great to a man who making 150, 160, who got hella student loans, car notes, all that one stuff. So to me, it's just having your stuff together and just having enough income
Mhm,
to satisfy your life,
mhm,
your lifestyle. So, say like high with loyalty, he has to be loyal.
mhm.
That's to women as well. I when guys be talking about, oh, I'm loyal, I got loyalty in my blood, da da da. But you cheat on your girl
Yeah.
every weekend.
How you look.
That's not loyalty. So high value man, yeah, that loyalty is in there as well for me. So those are kind of my characteristics and what I think a high value man would be
Yeah.
or should be.
Yes. I'm very similar. I think it's very subjective
Very,
and all you are.
yeah,
So other than that, I think we're pretty much on the same page in terms of that. Yes, sir.
yeah. Um, hmm. What's a first date move for you that never fails?
Mm.
Like a first date move, like and it just never fails.
Look, I'm gonna let me take a step first before I say this. Look, this is my dirty little secret, okay? The first thing I do, eye contact. My eye contact, it never spells. It's eye contact, and then it's the touch of the hand. Once I got you on lock. And you mine forever, for as long as I want you for. So I'm gonna say this right now. When I tell you that that works for me almost 85% of the time, we're talking about 85%. When you got the gifts, you got the God,
Okay.
and that's mine. So what about you, cuz? What about you?
Um, I don't have necessarily a move per se,
Mhm.
but my personality is like I don't miss.
Yeah.
Like when I'm showing my personality, when I'm showing like that, like woman falls for me every trip.
I swear you like LeBron. You don't be missing, huh?
Man, I don't miss. That's what's up. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's my personality for sure.
So I got a question for you, cuz, real quick.
Mhm.
So, what's the one thing that we don't talk about enough when it comes to dating?
What men don't talk about enough when it comes to dating?
Yeah, what men talk about enough?
I think what men don't talk about enough is our what we want out of it.
Mm,
We're taught and shown so much of like what we need to do for women. We got to do this for a woman. A woman and man, we got to do this for a woman. We got to do it. But when it comes, we don't talk about even amongst men like how do you date?
Mhm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you date? So I know if I'm doing it right, I
Mm.
can do it better. That's
Mm.
what are my needs during dating
Man,
when I'm dating?
yeah.
Like, I need certain things. I need to feel appreciated. I
Mhm.
need to feel like this effort I'm putting in
Mhm.
is received. You know what I mean? Like, we
Yeah.
don't talk enough about what we need
Mhm.
during dating.
I'm so glad you said that because I feel like the energy that I'm giving off, I want that back. I need that
Reciprocation.
reciprocation
Yeah.
because that's that reciprocity right there to me is I'm okay. It's right.
Reciprocity.
There it is.
I like keyword definitions in there.
And it's like, how can I say this? I can't fucking talk. The reciprocity is so important to me because I feel like I know that we're going towards a good thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I know, okay, this is going. This keep on going. This thing is keep on working. We're
Right.
still on the wheels. We're still driving towards what we're trying to get to.
Okay. So since you said reciprocity,
Mhm.
I have this thing that I do, right?
Mhm.
After I plan X amount of dates,
Yeah.
outings, get-togethers,
Mhm.
I call them all the same thing.
Mhm.
Well, a date is like a little bit more thought out, but like
Yeah.
just all of that type stuff. I sit back and I kind of wait. Like I don't plan another outing, I don't plan another little shindig, and I wait for them to say, "Hey, what you doing this week?" Like I wait for them to plan a date,
Okay.
just so I know that this is mutual. It ain't just her sitting back waiting on me to plan
Yeah. Yeah.
everything. Also knowing myself and the type of woman that
Mm.
I'm compatible with, I'm more compatible with a woman who also takes an initiative and also shows interest and also like I'm paying for the date, I'm taking you out to the.
Mhm.
So I know that's the type of woman that fits me
Mhm.
best. So I would do where I sit back and work to like
Mhm.
see if she plan a date. If she doesn't plan a date,
Yeah.
like I would just individually just stop talking to her.
Yeah.
Do you do anything like that?
Yeah. I have actually. It's funny because I believe that I ghosted more women than women ghosted me. That's a real fact. I think
I would definitely say I agree. I'm probably the same way.
I can say like I know myself. I know what I do like and what I don't like.
Right.
And I feel like we just think like we just talked about before. If we ain't vibing, and I feel like you're not hitting me up as much as I hit you up, this ain't it for me, dog.
Right. It's very
You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
Absolutely.
All right, that was a good little icebreaker. Let's get into a little bit deeper questions here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, let's say, what's something about modern dating that frustrates you?
Mm. Modern dating. I have to go back to the thing again in terms of we move too fast. And social media, us, that's the thing right there that gets me. So this is a question for the woman. It's something I'm trying to figure out and I just can't figure it out. So
Question for the women. I'm for that.
if you're dating a man, married, boyfriend, how you want to do it, sometimes you post them, sometimes you don't. Sometimes on your profile pic is just you and not who you're dating. And sometimes when you do post that person, you post it with like an emoji over their face.
Uh,
So which one is it? Are you with them? Are you not with them? If
mm.
I hit you up in your inbox, don't be mad at me.
Okay,
You know,
that does look frustrate me a little bit sometimes.
frustrates me. Don't mislead me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's what it be. You know, it's so crazy you said that because like I follow some people. Granted, I'm started slowly unfollowing them, but
Mhm.
who post like the looking back at the booty pic,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
they act single as fuck. They act so single. So of course I'm in there, hard eyes, drooling emoji, da da da. And the next thing I know, Valentine's Day, Christmas, or some holiday comes up, and now they posted and somebody, and I'm right there like, you got me in your inbox looking thirsty as fuck, and you got a nigga this whole fucking time, like unfollow.
Yeah. Why y'all do that? Why? Just-
Okay, that question for women, why do y'all do that?
Absolutely.
Okay, that frustrates me too. Okay.
Absolutely. You got to drink to that one.
Well, yeah, you
Bro,
gotta come on, you gotta drink
bro, because you know I'm gonna drink a couple more. Absolutely.
peer
Okay.
pressure. I
So,
mean, peer pressure, peer pressure.
because I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, what is the one non-negotiable trait that you look for in a partner?
Mm. A non-negotiable trait. I would have to say reciprocation.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
I think that would like if I had to narrow all the traits down, reciprocation, if that's the trait, uh,
Yeah.
that I would have to kind of because I like to be treated. I treat others how you would like to be treated.
Yeah.
So if they just like not treat me how I would treat them,
Mhm.
or they're just ignoring my love language, then it's just gonna be like, nah, this is a hard no for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm out.
Because I'm so glad you said that because I realized for me, it's like I have my non-negotiables. Like, if this is not, I'm not a very, how can I say this? I don't have that many things that turn me off per se,
Mm,
but that's number one right there.
mm,
And go back to the vibing thing again. That's the non-negotiable. Like, if we're not vibing or we're not kicking it, I'm talking about not trying. I'm talking about, I feel like you ever been on a date where you feel like you have to try
yeah, I
to
hate that.
get emotion out of them.
Yeah, I hate it.
If you ain't laughing at my jokes,
Right,
you know what I mean? That's awkward for me, and that's so awkward.
right.
So, another question. So the question for you is this: what do you do when you and your partner have different love languages? How do you like get past that part?
My thing about love language is that that's a non-negotiable for me.
Mhm,
Or like you have to love me
mhm.
in my love language, and I'm gonna love you in your love language,
Thank you.
in your love language, in your love language. Um, because a lot of people, some people have differences. There's some people who show love differently than they receive love, and vice versa, and plethora of other combinations. But it's very important that you love people in their love language, but they
Mhm,
know that they feel in loved
mhm.
or appreciated, or whatever case may be.
How can I say this? I'm gonna take this a little deeper.
Okay.
Let me think about this.
Go ahead, take it deep, bro.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about sex here for a second.
Mhm.
So I would say it's like there's certain things that a lot of us say that we ain't gonna do. Let's be honest. But with your partner, because I love you,
Right.
I'm gonna do those things.
Draw a line in the sand.
Draw a line in the sand, of course. I'm talking about the basics, of course, nothing too crazy. I would say I feel that if one person say no with yours, you can say no to theirs. So it works back and forth.
Yeah, you should.
It should
You're a hypocrite.
hypocrite.
Yeah.
And I've been in situations where, the female said, well, I don't know, I'll do that. I'm like, well, that's my love language. That's how I like to be pleased.
Right.
Am I pleasing you correctly? Yes, I have.
Well, love language and pleasing is two different things, but
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Give my what I'm
We
trying to
we
say.
go we go to pleasing and sex for sure. Okay.
Absolutely. That's also need to be reciprocated in my language in that case. But
Okay.
that's just me.
Interesting. I mean, and I wouldn't say you're wrong.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, granted, then that's a thing that where you have to sit and think like, is them not doing this one thing? Is that like the deal breaker for me?
Mm,
Is that the end all be all? Like I had somebody who
yeah.
was terrible at giving head.
Yeah.
I'm talking the terrible
Yeah.
at giving head. But
We've been there before. I have.
for me, I'm ready to like, I love this person.
Mhm.
That's not the end all be all.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's not a deal breaker for me. Granted,
Mhm.
like there was yearnings
Mhm.
for sure that I would like, I just need that fulfilled. I just need my soul snatched so bad. But the high value man in me was ready to like,
Yeah. Hey.
it's not that serious, not that bad. Well, it was bad, but it was like,
Yeah.
it's not that serious. Like I would have to go look for it outside, elsewhere, or whatever case may be. Just deal with this. Let's try to get them better, or whatever case may be. So I feel you. All right. I
Absolutely.
got a question for you. All right.
Sure.
Mm, mm, how do you balance confidence
Mm.
and humility when approaching someone new? Like how you like come off confident, but not too, but still come off kind of humble.
Mm.
How you balance those?
It's funny because that's the one thing I worked on a lot recently. I'm a very confident man. I believe in what I can do. I believe in my abilities, but also I like to be cocky,
Right.
and that's where the humility parts come in. So in that case, it's I know what I can do for a woman. I know exactly what I can do, but also I kind of try to ease it in. I don't want to be too overbearing. I don't want to say, "Hey, we can do this. I can get this for you." I want to ease it in because first of all, I want to know if she truly likes me. First of all, and that's one of the most important things.
Right.
Because yes, money is important. We know this finance, but of course, me as a person, do you like me, and do I like you?
Right.
So that's kind of where that plays a part in it.
Okay.
And what about you, Cuz?
Um, I'm just always myself.
Yeah. Point blank.
Like be him. Like so I'm already a humble person. I'm a silly, funny, goofy
Mhm.
person. So for me, it's just like I don't have to try to balance the two because I'm confidently me.
Mhm. So let me bring up this question. So what have you learned from other men about relationships that you can adapt to yours?
That's in there? Or that's just a question you asking?
Yeah, it's a combination of both.
Well actually I don't talk to men about dating.
Mhm. Mm.
And I said that with my last guest, Lee. He was like the first man I had to sit down with.
Mhm.
And I told him like I was really interviewing kind of selfishly to
Mm.
kind of get my own grasp of how other men date.
Mhm.
Because for me, I feel like I got it all together.
Mhm.
Like I know how to treat a woman.
Mhm.
I know how to be chivalrous.
Yep.
I know how to, listen to women's emotions and needs and
Mhm.
like I think I have women down packed in that how to just be a decent human being man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how to be just a good, genuine,
Mhm.
no alter, just be a good man. I had that down packed.
Mhm.
Um, but what I've learned from talking to him, and I've learned some stuff already from you, um, is that being a little taking my time a little bit more,
Mhm.
taking a little bit more time,
Mhm.
being a lot more patient,
Mhm.
not trying to kind of like rush things and stuff
Mm.
like that. So for the most part, like that's about it so far. But I look forward to doing more interviews with men on here and
Yeah.
kind of just learning a little bit more about
Yeah.
men and how they go. Like he said it take him like 9 months
Yeah.
to before he
A
say
year.
girl is his girlfriend and he has like this trust thing that she has to kind of establish first and all this other stuff. So I'm right there like, interesting.
So what do you say when a woman asks you, "What are we?" Yep, I've been there.
So that has not happened to me in so long,
Oh, okay.
just because when it comes to that type energy,
Mhm.
it's transparent.
Mhm.
So for example, we've had the women where
Yeah.
we just about to fuck. What is this? We about to fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go there and tell us this.
Behind the scenes.
I when it comes to those type women, we know
Mhm.
the type women we can get that away with.
Mhm.
Let's just start there.
Okay.
I'm gonna sip to that.
Alright. Me too. Me too.
We know them type women we can get that away with.
Mhm.
So I think since that caliber of woman who I can get away with that type of agreement,
Mhm.
I think they mentally are in a place where this is not me with the big head
Mhm.
or no other fucking dumbass conceited shit. They know like he wouldn't really date me.
Okay.
Like we're good enough for what this is about to be, and that's it. So with that being said, we haven't went to a place where we're like, oh, now it's more or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Also, I'm not that type of man who would take a situation where like, oh, we're just about to fuck
Mhm.
or cuddle buddies or whatever the case
Mhm.
may be, but also take them to the dinner and movies
Yeah.
and do other relation, take them around
Yeah.
family, da, 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 da. Like we're not about to do all that. You're about to come over.
Mhm.
We're gonna do our routine,
Mhm.
whatever our routine. It used to be like, come over, we watch TV for a little minute,
Mhm.
and then we fuck, and then you may spend the night or may leave.
Mhm.
Like and that would be the routine. There was never a time where I played with somebody well, there hasn't been a time in a long time
Mhm.
where I played with somebody where like, yeah, we're just gonna do this, but
Mhm.
let's also go to the movies. let me take you to this
That's
concert.
very true. That's
Let me
very
take you
true.
to this concert, like
Yeah.
to the music hall, and I'm gonna show you my favorite balcony seat,
Yeah.
and da da da. Da.
That's
Like I never meshed those worlds,
yeah.
so I haven't ran into the what are we thing in so long,
Yeah.
and that's because of that.
It's funny. Same for me, honestly, because I kind of established it, like I said in the beginning. Yeah, I never get that far to it yet because I let it be known. Hey, baby, this what it is.
Well, little TMI,
Mm-hmm.
baby. I planted the seed last summer
Mm-hmm.
that I wanted to. I'm gonna be 40 this year, cause
Cause looking good, cause
40. Thank you. I planted the seed this past summer that I am tired of frivolous sex.
mm-hmm. Mm.
Um,
Go ahead, drink.
yeah, let's drink to that. We're about to get deep. So I'm tired of like just frivolous. Them one off the
Mm-hmm.
this situationship. This we've been chit chatting on social media for so long. Oh, come over. Okay, bad. Da da da.
Yeah.
So I planted that seed last summer, and it took a while for it to plant and sprout. I had to water it and all that was it. So as of December of last year is when I literally just cut everyone off.
Mm-hmm.
So for me personally, going forward, like I really don't see myself indulging in sex with someone who I don't see them being my actual girlfriend.
Did that come with age? With that age? Or with the lessons that you learned?
I I, I gotta say it was age because there wasn't no lessons
Yeah.
per se. Like I wasn't running into situations where
Mm-hmm.
it was headaches or anything like that. Like my favorite eater just hit me up like what 2 weeks ago that like I miss you, and I'm right there like, you know, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. So no more situationships.
Yeah, no more situationships with me.
Yeah.
Um, and I've been proud of myself for
Mm-hmm.
going that long.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, because it was a lot easier than I thought, and I think it's because I planted the seed in the summer of last year. So now that it has come to fruition,
Then
like it's literally been like easy. Like telling her no,
mm-hmm.
it wasn't that hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like she, like, I miss you. You looking so sexy. Like just let me come over. Da, da, da. I'm like, nah, they're not. I'm still not having sex right now.
Yeah.
Like, and it was, and I didn't feel no type of way about it.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm in that weird situation where I'm thinking about the same thing. I also have my fun too from time to time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So honestly, at this point, it depends on who it is. It's not somebody random. I'm very particular with who I.
I mean, they were random.
Well, you know what you know what I mean. Not randos, but you know what I mean. At this point, it isn't just me just smashing anything. I'm gonna say it like that.
Okay,
Keeping more
there we go. There we go.
for particular. So, a question about these women specifically for you.
Uh-huh.
What is it about them? What is it that they can do that turns you on? What's that small thing that they do?
A woman
Mm-hmm.
that turns me on, a small thing a woman can do to turn me on.
That's it right there. Like, yeah, she got me.
I mean, what type of turn on sexually? Um, for me, it's just a woman's body. Like,
Cause could we have a toast to that, please?
yeah, I'm just appreciator. I'm a appreciator of the woman's physique.
Tour.
Yeah, a tour. I'm a appreciator of the woman's body. Um, so for me, it can just be like just walk past me with them little booty shorts and the little bottom of the little booty hanging out, the little dark little, it's a little darker underneath the little cheek. I'm ready to just like,
I love the cuss. I
like
love the.
so that can just turn me on, or just her just being naked, or just her having a towel on and just like giving me a look like
Mm-hmm.
this towel ain't gonna take itself off. And I'm like, okay, here I come. Put the game down. Put whatever I'm down. The door down.
Okay. Okay. This is funny because one of my pickup lines is also true, which is
Well,
funny. So
pickup line is
yeah.
crazy.
So my pickup line, so called, but also is very true, is how a woman smells. It's funny because if a woman smells good, I'll tell her, but it end up being a pickup line by circumstance. You see what I'm saying now? So she like the way that
I
I
have no pickup line. That's
we don't
see.
interesting. So that's it's funny because I don't look at it as a pickup line. It's kind of a circumstance thing. It's like, you smell good. What you got on? Oh, I got on da 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 da. Da, da, da. And we end up talking and it kind of leads to something else. So by circumstance, it became a pickup line.
Interesting.
Interesting. It's something that's small and minute Can
I might try it
and
one day.
can it work?
I just think, well, I can't talk to complete strangers, so
Yeah. And the crazy
maybe I'm drunk one day somewhere, I might use that.
look us,
"Smell good. What do you have on?"
come on.
"Hmm,
And I got some baddies with that.
I don't know where to go from
You
there."
gotta go out, cuz. We gotta go out. Just that one
You know, when we go out, it gets crazy.
a little crazy.
It gets crazy.
Y'all know what time.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, I got a question for you.
Mm,
What is the biggest misconception women have about men when it comes to relationships?
mm, interesting. Women believe when us men in a relationship, they believe when we go outside, every woman is looking at us. Every woman that we see is just looking at us all of a sudden, like we just a tasty piece of meat. That's not how it works, ladies. You know what I mean? We have to pursue women. Women don't always pursue us. So I don't want y'all to just understand that it's not always just a doggy dog world out here. Okay, we are a very faithful man. We are.
You know, so crazy. I think that women do have that since so many men are after them when they go out or when
Mhm.
they look good or their DMs, they automatically think that if you're an attractive man, you must have that same
Yeah.
percentage of women
Hmm.
at you. And I try to explain it to somebody like, no, that's not how it works. How and women aren't after, don't chase after attractive men
Hmm.
at the rate in which men
Hmm.
chase after women.
Hmm.
Like if there, and I try to tell somebody like if there's 100 men in your inbox right now as an attractive woman,
Hmm.
ugly, cute, whatever
Hmm.
the men might be of caliber wise,
Hmm.
if you have 100 men in yours, there's two in mine.
Hmm.
And I was like, that's how huge the gap
Yeah.
is because um women aren't as
I know.
brave
Yeah.
to kind of be straightforward with a man and tell us good morning every morning
Yeah.
and be in our inbox talking to themselves and
Well,
all that one shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you, cuz on my birthday, I was dapper. You hear me? I had on all white, white fur coat. I was put together.
Uh,
When I walked in this building, when I see every woman was looking at me, I'm talking about every woman.
mm,
They didn't want to approach me, but they kept looking.
hmm,
But when I finally got to them, they said something to me. So they let me know something about women. They let me know that women sometimes get just as nervous as men to approach.
for sure.
And it's something that took me a long time to understand. You know what I mean? But I was on the other side of that, and they were looking at me. So that's something from my own self. But that's something that I want women to understand too as well. So yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Yes, sir. Switch it up on you for real quick, okay? Just what's the one dating trend that you hope goes away?
A dated trend?
Mm-hmm. That you don't want to see ever again.
Mm,
Benito.
dating trend. I don't even know what dating trends is out there.
Dating from social media would be, I guess, a trend type of thing.
Nah, I ain't that. I need that one. I need that one to stay because
Yeah.
I don't meet I don't meet people in real life, so I need dating
So,
social media dating to stay.
cuz I got another question for you that's kind of similar to this.
Okay.
So this for all the fellas, all the guys.
For all the guys.
Where do we go to date? How do we date? What's the places? What's the locations? Is it social media? Is it physical? In terms of the first meeting specifically.
For me, I would say like social media for me,
Mm-hmm. Same.
just because like I said, when I do go out,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not out getting numbers and all that one stuff. Uh,
I don't think we talk about that enough. About do we date one person at a time or do we multiple date? Everybody's different.
one of my female friends said like I should date multiple people at the same time, but I kept trying to tell her like I
Yeah.
can't do that. Like
Yeah.
I can't. Like she's like, oh, because when you date one person, like that's how you get attached. So like keep getting so attached so easily out of them and moving so quick. Because if you talk to multiple different people, you're not getting attached to one single one,
Okay.
and you're spreading yourself out a little bit, so you're getting to know all these people. But I'm like, with options comes confusion.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. It does.
so now I like this person's personality. I like this one. She
Yeah.
has her stuff together
Mhm.
more. She makes more money than this person,
Mhm.
and then this one over.
Yeah.
Then I'm like confused. Which one I want to boil it down to?
Mhm.
It's just too many. It's just confusion. When I just talk to one, this don't work. Talk to the next one, that
Mhm.
don't work. Talk to the next one, that don't work.
Keep it more simple.
Yeah.
But in other words, it goes down in DM. Is that what? Is that what?
It goes down
In
in
DM.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So let's go fire round.
Mhm.
And this is just quick fire,
Okay.
yes or no, this or that. Dinner date or adventure date?
Ooh, adventure date
Okay.
for you, cause fancy dinner or laid back meetup.
I would say initially it's gonna definitely be a laid back meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texting all day or saving it for in-person conversation.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm.
I like to be in person,
Yeah.
so I do it in person. Yeah.
Mhm.
For you, serious relationship or casual dating right now? I know the answer.
Serious relationship for me.
Mhm.
Like serious relationship to me, I ain't trying to do no more casual nothing. Direct approach or do you play it cool?
Mm, mm, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of in the middle. I play it cool. I'm very laid back, but also I can let you know what time it is too.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
for you, cause like being confident or mystery. What do you find more attractive? You believe that a woman likes?
I think they like mysterious more than confidence, for real, for real. They like a
Okay.
mysterious person.
The way
Uh,
about you, the
we can get away or a staycation at home.
ooh, that's see. Here's the thing for me. It's like I'm cool with staying home, but also I'm cool with going out too.
Right.
As long as I got you with me, it don't matter where we go.
I fuck with that answer.
So gym date or coffee shop.
I say probably gym date. Let me see how you work out. Let me see how you sweat. Like, let me see how you what's your drive like, gym? Like you one like I can't do nothing.
Yeah, I've been there.
Or you like, oh, she gets it. You know what I mean? Like, how does she push herself? Motivation.
I like that.
It shows a lot.
It does.
Yeah, that's what also in this book too.
I like
I talk about there's dating places. Like there's so much more you can learn about somebody from if y'all plan a cooking date. How do y'all work in the kitchen? Escape room. Like if y'all go to an escape room, is this person stupid? Is no common sense?
Yeah.
Or can you rely on them in a pinch?
Yeah.
So this also talks about how important it is to plan dates outside of dinner, movie, bowling,
Yeah.
little shindigs like that. So that's
Because can I say how much I love this cover? This is such a great cover.
thank you.
I love it so much. Yeah, picture walking, you see the relationship happening, holding hands.
So that's my in my mind. That's how what love looks like to me. Us walking down the street into a sunset.
Yeah, so that's the ideal image.
Yeah.
Right here. You know what I mean?
All right, last one. Deep conversation or a playful batter?
Oof, man, that's a hard one.
Answer, I should say.
Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, this might be the hardest one for me because
Playful or serious?
I know what playful can lead to. You know what I mean? And I love playing.
Okay.
If I had to choose, I would say deep thinker. You know what I mean? I like to really know who you are deep down inside. That's gonna let me know if this gonna last for 1 month or 2 months. That's it. Facts. What?
For sure.
And cause for you, almost the same kind of thing. So slow build or instant chemistry.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say slow build only because I know what quick chemistry has led me to,
Mhm.
thinking and moving too quick and thinking this person is the one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hey,
This was a great conversation.
yes, sir.
I appreciate you for being on the show.
Cause I
I think we definitely dropped some gems for the people.
yes, sir.
Y'all know I do this for y'all. I do this for the culture. I do this because I'm just tired of the rhetoric. I'm tired of the negativity people push online. So this is me trying to be the voice of positivity and just getting to know people
Yes, sir.
and their true, genuine selves.
Yes.
So that way I show it to the people and they can know that it's really not that bad out there when it comes to dating. Social media just makes it seem like it's
Yeah,
worse than it is.
exactly.
Toast to that. Appreciate you.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah.